Hello guys, welcome to the video, hope you're well. Today's video guys is Mythic Machine Gun Mages update to the build guys. This is a Mythic version, super lazy. I've improved the main seasonal power so there's even better automation and it's a lot of fun. Lovely guys. Here is the stat guide guys, so if you don't want to listen to me guys, waffling or not, you just want to go straight to the stat guide. Description of the video as always, click on the guide link and boom, it'll come here. Add this to your favourites because we'll be updating it guys every other day for the most best version of this lazy build we can possibly play, because it's a lot of fun. But there you go guys, there is the stat guide right there. Alright guys, so let's show this in action and incoming waffle as always. Right there guys, so it's a full lazy mage build using hand and as new gloves. And this is the Mythic version. I'm using Shroud and Hair of Perdition, guys. This gives you tons of damage and lots of utility. So let's show it in action as always. Make sure, guys, you pop your usual potion combo. I always use Advantage for attack speed, lucky chance, Sages for intel, Murder Main Bust for HP, and of course, Human Spicy guys for all res, and armor bonus that brings up to the cap, which is delightful. Right then, guys, let's show it in action, man. Super lazy. Don't have to do much. You don't actually have to click on anything. But if you do, then you can do some more damage. But on the whole, guys, Ethic is done for you. This one has a different merc setup as well, because we get to the point now we don't need to use Rahir for the resistance. So I'm now using Suba. We'll go over that in a bit. There we go, guys. Just run on him. Wait until the mages hit 25 times, they achieve Archmage mode. And they just delete everything. We also have an army of spirit wolves that run around the screen and freeze everything for us, because we can't have warriors in this build, because we have to sacrifice them to get us some more mages. So yeah. So you come in guys, and they'll just delete everything. I said mages don't get frozen, those. But at least you get to this point in the game now with this build, like you can literally just hold on left click. I'm just gonna stand still right here. Amongst the frozen. And you can't be frozen, stunned CC guys either, man. There we go. No hands, mum. Yeah, it's absolutely nuts. Also, guys, our pets from the seasonal buff are now knocking out Barrier. Also vulnerable as well. And knocking out damage resistance as well. We'll go over that in a bit. And yeah, super lazy, man. Just chill, guys. Easy to go Paragon 300 on this build. There we go. Now, if you want to do the rotation, cast Tendrils. Tendrils is done for you automatically. Cast Tendrils, cast Blight, and then cast Bone Prison. And that gives you your best damage rotation. Just show that again. So come and find some monsters. Wait for a corpse to be spawned. Your pets do it for you. Boom, boom. Then hold down Blight on the attack and just spam attack. And that's it. That's all you got to do. Super chill. All your barrier is generated for you as well. And yeah, might as well finish off this pit run, guys, because why not? I need the Paragon XP. There you go. You just see Ethic get absolutely melted. And frozen as well, guys, by the wolves, man. Love the spirit wolves, man. They're so cool. There we go. Yank them in. We have Cat's Tendril range in this setup as well, which is great. So we can just pull all the mobs in as well. Also, I'm using the little Demon Kid Merc as well. And he's putting mobs as well, because the more grouping we have, the more damage we can do, which is great. So I'll put in a little Demon Kid guy Merc with his little pull chain thing. He pulls up to 10 mobs, which is really handy when you're speed farming. And off we go, man. It's just absolutely blast. It's so nice. I've seen pets finally, guys, getting there in the season, man. There's already like 100 and, what was it, 108 or 10 clear now already with pets, man, which is great. I've already done 90, what have I done so far? I haven't really pushed that much, about 91, 92 I think on this build already. So it's working very, very well, man. Let's go! Right, but RG's coming up soon, boys. Bonk. There we go. But yeah, our little anomalies will knock out the damage resistance once they hit it, man. It's pretty awesome. Hey, it's the boss, guys! Hey, what have we got, man? We've got Sliver. Right, Mr. Sliver. Yeah, just cast a few Blights, cast Tendrils, cast your Blood Mist. When you come out of Blood Mist, you get CHD and crit as well, which is nice. He's almost CC'd. And there we go, guys. The Mythic Machine Gun Mages, man. Boom! Easy, man, easy. There we go. Let's get these all these bits of bobs. Let me quickly upgrade Abyssal, because I wouldn't mind trying Abyssal actually soon in this build. See if it's better or not. Alright, let's jump out, guys, and go through the mechanics of the build as always. And there we go, man. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Alright, guys, let's go through the gear. Alright, guys, so if you're playing Machine Gun Mage's standard version, and you've got the Mythics for Hair and Shroud, slap it on. Because the difference is huge in terms of DPS. Hair prediction, guys, damage to Angels and Demons, so Demons basically in this one is 200%. And I was lucky enough to get a second one, actually, and got a GA Lucky Chance one. So I've got your more lucky chance you have, the faster you reset your cooldowns and generate barrier as well, which is great. And also, guys, gives you a 60x damage buff. I'm using Neo Set to generate Spirit Wolves, and they just keep charging. Charge. When you're masterworking this, guys, just masterwork the crit as high as you can. Lovely. At the moment, I'm doing like a balanced one. I'm doing crit and lucky chance. It depends on the rest of your gear skill rolls, but just try here 100% crit and 100% lucky chance. Shroud of Full Staff, guys, +1 to all passives. Those that don't know about this item, it's insane. So every little passive you have, you get +1. And that adds up massively in a build. And it just gives you so much utility and damage. It's really nice. Try to get a GA all stats one if you can. And then master that to the top. Then I'm using Nagu Q. So our pets are basically summon the Druid's Open Bulwark, which is our barrier generation in this particular build. And that will give us 50% of our HP as barrier. So I always get at least 5,000 barrier all the time from just that particular rune setup. And then my pets, as they do Lucky Chance from the build, they generate barrier for us for Necrotic Fortitude. It's really nice, man. Hand and Naz, guys, these are the new gloves. Finally got a good pair. Hey, let's go. And I managed to masterwork the Skittle Mage Master guys to the top. So +10, that's the one we want to hit. And if you can get a second star on there, try to get it on Skittle Mage damage if you can. So, yeah, sacrificing your warriors and golems, guys. Make sure you sacrifice them correctly. Go to Pick of the Dead. Sacrifice your skeletons, your warriors, your golem, and then you get the extra Naz mages. That's how you do it. When a skeleton mage attacks an enemy 25 times, with a die, it becomes a skeleton archmage. Your pets will never die, by the way, they're destructible. Skeleton archmages teleport to safety when attacked. They tend to teleport next to you as well, so if you're next to an elite, you can use that to try to kind of make them guide them where you want to. Most of the time, if you just spam blight to a target, most of your pets will just assist on that target most of the time, actually, which is kind of handy. So yeah, when they attack 25 times, they turn to Skeleton Archmage, do a teleport, and also do the Shatter on Impact, dealing 100% increased damage to that target and up to 3 additional targets, so it's quite important. This happens roughly 1 in every 6 casts, so we want to do as many casts as possible. That's why we've done the machine gun version here, where we're making it so our pets are just attacking like crazy, and we're proccing this a hell of a lot, as well as Ring of Wind. Bloodwind Breaches, guys, finally got a good one. Hellbent Commander is the most important stat you want as GA. Master this to the top. This allows your pets to do an auto curse for you, okay? And this is how you apply Decrepify and Iron Maiden. Brilliant. And also you get an extra 50x up to that against enemies that are cursed, which is really nice. It also gives you crit strike as well, which is a nice way of capping your crit on this. Brilliant. Boots, guys, I'm using the Cult Dominion aspect, so we get addition to +2 pets, Intel, Armor, all resistance. You can change some of these stats as you get to the end game, where your stats are so high. You can maybe remove dual res, for instance, things like that, to maybe HP. You know, do things like that. Movement speed, then corpse tendril size. Brilliant. If you can GA this, guys, try and get onto intelligence if you can. Weapon, guys. Okay, man, I'm still using Service and Sacrifice. I've only got a 185 one. I can't find a 200%. It's too mad. So yeah, mages get this 200% damage here. And Intel, maximum life, crit strike damage, then temper in skeletal mage damage, and then skeletal mages attack cast twice. I haven't got this orange yet, but once I do, it should be about 80-odd%, and then your pets basically just double cast, just destroy everything. It's insane. Crit strike gems in the weapon as always. And then, guys, still reanimation for the extra 90% damage buff for your pets. Intelligence percent is very, very important in this build, because the more intel you have, the more all resistance and damage you get. Okay, so if you can get a GA one like this, it's great. I've got maximum life really there. Guys should have Gloom and hopefully GA Hellbent Commander in the future. And when you're master on this, guys, Hellbent Commander all the way. As always, then tempered skeletal mage damage and corpse general size. My build doesn't use no ultimates, so I don't need no ultimate cooldown here. Really, really nice. And guys, the seasonal gem that pop into here is the extra 50x increased damage for our pets. That's why our pets are getting massive, because once they kill an enemy or injure it, they go to Giga Ched mode for an extra 50x damage. Your good old laser ring, guys, of the game. Good old Sacrificial Soul, auto raise skeleton, corp explosion, and tendrils. Makes a lot of the automation stuff work really well, especially for like using Flesh Eater and passive, basically items that can use the corp explosion, things like that, to raise your damage up from the skill tree. We'll go there in just a sec. But yeah, it just automates everything. It's a really nice ring. Still need to find a better one, actually. With this one, guys, the only GA you really need on this is basically Lucky Chance. Okay, just try to get Lucky Chance. I must put that to the top, as always. Seasonal Gem I popped in here, guys, is the main stat one. You gain 6% primary core stat and 6% maximum life, and you gain Unhindered as well. And also it summons a couple of mobs. They're actually kind of handy for doing pits because they give you more progression. So yeah, guys, more core stat and more maximum life. Awesome, it's really nice. Then the guys, of course, Ringerman down. On the Ringerman down, guys, the most important stat, as always, is the physical damage bonus, okay? If you have to choose between pet mastery versus physical maximum damage, go for the maximum damage on the physical, okay? Because that's the most important stat. Just gives you more damage. But yeah, if you can get the capped physical and GM mastery, lovely. I'm still looking. So I'm trying to farm it. They're very expensive to buy off the trade sites as well. But yeah, guys, so yeah. Cap physical first, and after that, the mastery for pets. Make that go the way, have that all the way going to the top. Then last gem, guys, we're using this one here. Physical damage you deal shatters enemy spirits, cause them to take 40x more physical damage for 6 seconds. It applies when you first damage a boss or elite, or they're faced by a crowd control, which we do all the time with the frost walls and decrepify, etc., etc. So the reason I put this in is because of Ring of Madel. Ring of Madel is a physical explosions. We're buffing this by an extra 40%. Yikes. Yeah, absolutely shreds, man. It's lovely. Okay, guys, change the seasonal powers, okay? So I've gone back over now to Nebulous Extract, so it's just basically the Shadow one, okay? Gives an extra 10% damage reduction, because if you do speed pits for this especially, which is really does it really well, the extra damage reduction just helps, basically, because we're now lost hardened bones from our chest plate, we need to replace that damage reduction with Senka, so that's why I put this in. It makes it a lot easier. Alright guys, I'm using Potent Alloy, okay? Your Catalyst destroys enemy barriers and knocks them down for 5 seconds. So just as it normally shoots their normal bolts, it just knocks out their barriers. Awesome. Exactly the same for Fractured Core as well. Your Catalyst deactivates Monster Damage Resistance Aura. Another thing that buffs all the monsters' HP. That's really annoying. If your pet hits one of those guys, it just turns it off. You can send them in as well to do the explosion, but then you lose the... make it so you can't be unstoppable anymore. So yeah, Fracture Core's great, man. And then guys, for better uptime on Vulnerable, the Catalyst applies Vulnerable. Yeah, and then they just cast a little bolt, it just applies Vulnerable for 8 seconds as well. So yeah, Perma Vulnerable, better damage uptime, better for speeds, and better for lazy. Brilliant. And then guys, of course, Cosmic Anomaly, as always, man. Most of the time, I don't actually use the active now. I don't actually use the active, I just let them shoot their little bolts and knock out barriers and resistance auras and just apply the vulnerable most of the time, man. Unless there's a guy right at the back that I can't get to, my pets can't get to it, then I might send them in. But yeah, well, you're at 5 enemies, you're unstoppable. You can never be frozen, stunned, etc., etc. You've got complete freedom of movement. Brilliant. Okay, guys, Book of the Dead. So Skeletal Warriors, we are sacrificing the Reapers here for the shadow damage increase because our main mage is a shadow damage. So the Skeletal Mages, guys. There is currently a bug for the 3% increased damage for each shadow mage, unfortunately. So this will be best in stock when Blizzard ever fixes it. Hopefully they fix it this patch. They probably will. But right now, because we're using machine gun mages, it's because we're just doing crazy output. It's just more fun. Shadow mages fire an additional shadow bolt every 3 attacks. Okay, they're setting off Nazi real fast. It's so much fun. Just see this torrent of bloody shadow magic fire from the screen, blowing everything up. And as always, the guys sacrifice the island, go for the CHD buff. You're on hardcore, maybe do the blood golem for the extra HP. That way you have more barrier. And you can do this one for tank speed, but your tank speed should be fine. Alright, let's let it go, guys. Let's pop over to Mercenaries next. So, I'm using Suba now. Normally I use Rahir Variana, but I've got to the point now where I don't need Rahir's resistance anymore. Because, you know, we're coming near the end game now. Got lots of intel coming to the build, that turns into all resistance. I just don't find that I need to use him. So now I'm using Suba at the moment, because he's got that cool trait where he can show all the stuff on the map, which is really useful. I've gone down here to Wire Trap, Piercing Arrows, Cover Fire, and then, guys, Opening Fire for the 25x increased damage, which is really, really nice. Then, guys, just for utility, I'm using the little demon kid. What's his name again? Audkin, man. And I'm just using, at the moment, Chain of Souls. Audkin chains up to 10 enemies to himself, tethering them and dealing moderate shadow damage over 3 seconds, then does a little stun. I've only put this in because when you're speed farming, he just chains all these enemies for you and drags them over to him. And if monsters are in one spot, your mage will just blast them into the ground and explosions from them down and Nesclars will go off and just a lot more efficiently better for speed farming. That's why I put this in. It's really nice. But feel free to go back to the old version with Variana, with Rahir and Variana instead. But yeah, I've been testing it out. It's been really, really good actually so far. Well then guys, so skill tree. Okay, nothing's really changed on the skill tree, but for those that are new to the video, I'll just quickly go over it. 2 points here guys, just because you need to spend them. Huge flash is how you generate corpses, okay, which is really, really important in the build. And then over down to here guys, the Blight for the 20x, okay, just pop this if you need more damage, bosses, things like that. Pop down there guys, the Blood Miss, your oh shit button, over here to the one where it ends, you get crit strike damage and crit strike chance for 5 seconds. Really nice. Always, guys, max out Necrotic Fortitude. This is how you generate the rest of your barrier, because the Orphan Bulwark rune combo does the first part, and then to top it up, you can use this. Eventually, you can just use this to generate barrier completely. But if you're being lazy, you know, you just want to kind of chill, just use this app. It's easier. Titans, guys, for extra elite damage to bosses and all that. Spiked armor. If you need more armor, pop points in here. Take them out if you don't need them. We don't need warriors because I'm not using them. Bone Prison, guys, fantastic, man. This is what we use for the bosses and all that's great. Basically, it does vulnerable, 15x damage buff, and also gives you cooldowns as well. So just pop this onto bosses or hard targets or a big rotation of monsters. Chuck it in there and just watch them get melted. Corp Explosion, guys, as always, to blight the Corp Explosion. That procs Fueled by Death, the extra 12x, and also the Paragon tree as well. We'll go over that in just a sec. Free power gen, guys, from Saccharin to Grim Harvest, as always. Still using Iron Maiden, guys. I've gone over to the damage rune this time for an extra 30x damage from Iron Maiden, because why not? I had some spare points for him in there. Deficit Breaks, guys. Damage reduction while closed. Amplify damage to curse. And of course, guys, Decrepify, super important. The slow damage reduction, stun, and cooldowns. And all these curses are applied by your pets via Blood Moon Breaches. I'm on 17 points now, guys, on Mastery because of ages, because getting the points in now makes me 340% damage. And then comes Prison Decay, guys, to buff up your lucky chance as well for all your pets. Brilliant. Curse of Blood, guys, while you're healthy, 24x increased damage. Tendrils here to pull mobs in, stun them, and have another source of vulnerable as well, which is really useful. 1 point of fortune, guys, just really get the quick fortify. And as always, guys, max out all the shadow stuff, apart from Crippling Darkness. Now you get all the big damage bonuses for your Shadow Mages. Always have 1 point in Crippling Darkness because I love the stun, man. I like just CCing the bosses as quick as possible, man. It's just great. Then pop down there, guys. No ultimate use whatsoever. 1 point Inspiring Leader for the crit. And then Hellbent Commander, guys. And max this out, okay? And boom, all your pets do an extra what damage. And of course, guys, Caelan's Edict. 3% attack speed and increased damage for each active minion. So if one of your minions die, then you get an extra 20x damage bonus. Your mages will never die. But you can proc this bonus by using Bone Prison. I know, it's strange, isn't it? So if you cast Bone Prison, when it ends, or you cancel it early, it's classed as a minion dying. You can activate an extra 20x damage bonus. Profit. It's so good. And talking about attack speed, guys, as always, you need to hit 100% attack speed for your Paragon tree for a particular node here in Cult Leader. Okay, so this is really important for those that are new to the game or don't know. You need 100% attack speed between your attack speed and minion attack speed added together to max out Cult Leader damage bonus. It's really important, okay? So, straight away, unfortunately, Caelan's Edict attack speed does not show in your stat sheet. So we've got 12 mages, and we times that by 3. Okay, so that's 36. Look at me doing maths, I know, right? And then you just add that 36 to your summon attack speed and attack speed bonus. If you're at 100%, boom, that's all you need. You don't need nothing more than that. You don't need to use Frenzy's aspect. I believe the next break point is 200% attack speed, so all you need is 100% attack speed, and that's all you need. And then your pets will be casting at full tilt. Brilliant. And then, guys, last one of these guys, of course, is the Paragon tree. There's a slight change in here as well. Just quickly do a quick summary. So we're using Essence, guys, at the start for the CHD damage bonus. Then coming into the Cult Leader tree for the damage here for your pets and all that. Still got Dead Rays here, guys, for your summon damage bonuses as always. And then pop in here, guys, to your Frailty. So as you curse stuff, you get 40x damage bonus. Still using Corporeal as well for the extra damage to physical. There's increased our measuring up and down procs, and we get a bit of movement speed as well. And also it buffs the vulnerability and damage to crowd control runes here as well. I might change that soon, actually. I've got an idea with Abyssal. Abyssal Man might be better, possibly, because it buffs non-physical damage, so the mage damage. So I'll test it out, see what's faster. Buffing non-physical or using the physical, then done with, see. I'll do another test and update the video. Amplify, guys, as always. Bonus to all the modes in range and increased curse targets as well. and that buffs the elite damage, which is really important in this, because you don't have this elite damage, the bosses take forever to die. And then, guys, we've got Flesh Eater. Only takes 3 corpses now. Your Saccring does this for you automatically, and you get an extra 40x damage buff. And then, guys, we end here, of course, on Scent of Death, 15% damage reduction and 30x CHD buff, which is just fantastic. And also, guys, because we're not using we're not using Hardened Bones anymore. We're losing that damage reduction, so we pop over here now and get all this damage reduction here as well. And it just makes up for Hardened Bones being out the build, plus the damage reduction here, and that way you're just absolutely solid. And then, guys, I ended on Mage. Now, normally I have control here. I've been trying out Mage, and overall it feels like I'm doing more damage, which is good, so go try it, guys. Lovely. And there you go, guys. That is the build. Enjoy Mythic Mages, guys. Mythic Machine Gun Mages. If I change anything and update and the build and make it even better, of course I'll make a new video. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. Enjoy, man. Have fun in Sanctuary.